So in this video, we will learn how to add Google Form responses to MySQL database. So imagine this. You're using Google Forms to collect data of your customers. So now the idea is that the same data should be entered in MySQL for safekeeping. So here you have two choices. The first choice is copy all the details of the customer from Google Forms, sort them out, and manually add each data into MySQL. Now the problem with this approach is it's actually very repetitive and tiresome. So here I would suggest that you bring in some automation so that whenever a new response is created in Google Forms, automatically add that data in MySQL. So in this video, we will be using Pabbly Connect to integrate Google Forms and MySQL. The best part of using Pabbly Connect is there is no need for coding skills or programming knowledge. It can be done easily. Let me show you with an example. Okay, so this is my newly created Google Forms. So the idea is that once a respondent fills in this form, the details of that customer or that respondent will be entered into MySQL. So let me just enter some details. So let's say a guy called as Lijem O'Reilly is filling on the form. So the name is Lijem O'Reilly. And this is the email of Lijem, lijem123word@gmail.com. And then we have the status. How about we make the status as on hold? And this is the phone number. Let me just click on submit. Okay, so the form has been submitted by a person called as Lijem O'Reilly. Now the idea is that the details of Lijem O'Reilly will be entered in MySQL. So let me just take you to MySQL and let me just refresh this. Okay, so it is getting refreshed. My SQL is getting refreshed. Okay, so as you can see, we do have the data. So at the bottom, you will find the data that is Lijem O'Reilly. This is the email, this is the status, and this is of course the mobile number. So basically this is the gist. A respondent fills in Google Forms. The details of the respondent will be saved in MySQL. Okay, so to begin the actual integration process in the new tab, let me just type pabbly.com. So here you have two questions. Why pabbly.com? And the second question is, why the hell are we working on incognito mode? Well, the first answer is the reason we are working with the pabbly.com is we have an app called as Pabbly Connect that will integrate Google Forms and MySQL. And the second question is, why are we working on incognito mode? Well, here's the thing. The integration of Google Forms and MySQL will involve the creation of Google Sheets. Now, if any integration involves Google Sheets, it is always advisable that you work on incognito mode because there will be trouble of authentication issues if you have one Google Sheet and multiple Gmail accounts. Always advisable that if you have multiple Google Sheets and multiple Gmail accounts, work on incognito mode. Okay, so this is the website of pabbly.com. Let me just click on sign in. Okay, so this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. As you can see, I already have made an account in Pabbly Connect. You can also build your own free account in just 2 minutes. So let me just scroll down and here you will find Connect. Just click on Access Now. Okay, so at the top right corner, you will find a button, Create Workflow. So basically, we are going to create a new workflow that will integrate Google Forms and MySQL. Now, before I integrate Google Forms and MySQL, there is something I have to do. So as you can see, I already have integrated Google Forms and MySQL. Now, I have to switch off this workflow. The reason I'm switching off this workflow is because if we create a new workflow and if this old workflow is running parallel to it, we will find the duplication of results. So basically, if you create one response in Google Forms, there will be a set of two datas in MySQL. So to avoid this double results or duplication of data, we have switched off this old workflow. It is actually none of your concern because we are going to start from scratch by clicking on Create Workflow. Okay, so we are going to give a name to this workflow. How about Google Forms to MySQL? And let me just click on Create. Okay, so when you click on Create, a window appears in front of you. This is called as the trigger window. So basically, we are going to create a new workflow. Now, if you want to access this workflow, the template of this workflow is added as a link in the description box. So you can basically clone it. Now in the Choose app, how about I make it as Google Forms? Google Forms it is. Now, in the trigger event, how about we make it as new response in spreadsheet? New response in spreadsheet is a trigger event. So your obvious question is, what is a trigger event? Trigger is basically a if statement. It asks a question, if this condition is met, what should be done? For example, if a new response is made in Google Forms, then what action should be taken by the system? Now at present, we only have one trigger event for Google Forms, that is new response in spreadsheet. Now in case if you want more trigger events, all you have to do is just approach the help section, click here. So when you click on the help section, you will be directed to Pabbly Forms. So in Pabbly Forums, you can just ask for the request that you want so and so trigger events. So let me just take you back to Pabbly Connect. So your obvious question is why the trigger event is new response in spreadsheet. It should be something like new data captured in Google Forms or new response made in Google Forms. Why it is a new response in spreadsheet? So let me explain you. So basically, when a response is made in Google Sheet, Google Forms, the whole responses will be added into Google Sheets. And from Google Sheets, using Pabbly Connect, we will get all the data into third-party apps like MySQL. If you don't understand this, let me just take you to the Google Sheet, Google Forms. So this is an old form that we were working with. And since I want to show you from scratch, I have created the exact same replica of the form. So this is a new form, that is new customer form. And it has basically the same fields. Okay, so first of all, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click at the last field. So the last field is phone number, and I'm going to toggle this to the right. So essentially, I have made that without filling off this field, the form would not be submitted. So basically, this will act as a trigger. When this form, this part is filled, it will send the data to Google Sheets. Okay, so I'm repeating Google Sheets a lot. So let me tell you what's the deal with Google Sheet. So let me just scroll up. Let me just take you to responses. And as you can see, we have an icon. So basically, we are going to create a new spreadsheet for this particular Google Forms. Let me create this. Okay. Okay, so basically here we have two options. Create a new spreadsheet, select existing spreadsheet. So I'm going with this one. I'm happy with a new spreadsheet. And by default, it has already given the name, new customer form. So let me just click on create. Okay, so it is loading responses. Excellent. Okay, so basically this is my Google Sheet associated with this particular form. Okay, so as you can see, basically it has the same fields that we have in our Google Sheet. For example, let me just take you to the questions. Okay, so we have name, email, status, and the phone. So basically when a respondent fills all this data, the data will be collected here. And of course, we have the timestamp. Timestamp is basically the time at which the data was collected. So the idea is that once a respondent fills a form in Google Forms, the data will be, the responses will be collected here. And from here, it will be directly sent to Pabbly Connect. Okay, so basically what are we going to do here is we are first of all going to integrate this particular Google Sheet to Pabbly Connect. So let me just take you to add-ons. Click here. Now in the add-ons, you will find an add-on called as Pabbly Connect Webhooks. Now since you are beginning fresh, Pabbly Connect Webhooks might not have been installed yet. So first of all, just click on Get Add-ons. Click this. So when you click on Get Add-ons, Google Workspace Marketplace opens up in front of you. Just click on this search and just type Pabbly Connect Webhooks. This one. Okay, so as you can see, this is the button. You just click this and Pabbly Connect Webhooks will be installed in your Google Sheet also. Now there is something you should know. After installing Pabbly Connect Webhooks, do not forget to refresh your Google Sheet. I repeat again, after installing Pabbly Connect Webhooks, do not forget to refresh your Google Sheets. So let me just cancel this because I have already installed it. Going back to add-ons, now there is something you should know. So as you can see, the last data entry column is column E. Okay, I repeat again, the last data entry column is column E. Okay, so let me just go back to add-ons, Pabbly Connect Webhooks, just click on initial setup. Okay, so we are going to work with the initial setup. So here you will find two blanks, two fields, the webhook URL and the trigger column. Now, the trigger column is always the last data entry column. I repeat again, the trigger column is always the last data entry column. In our case, the last data entry column is column E. Okay, we have mentioned it. The last data entry column is column E because after that there is no need for data to enter. Okay, then we have the field for the webhook URL. So this is how you get the webhook URL. Go to Pabbly Connect and let me just copy this. This is the webhook URL you want. We have copied this. So basically when you copy this, the wait, it will directly show waiting for the webhook data. So let me just go back to our sheet and let me just paste it here and let me just click on submit. So essentially, it basically means we have integrated this Google Sheet to Pabbly Connect. So basically, it means that when this particular column E is filled, it will send the data to Pabbly Connect. So before we do that, let me just go to add-ons once again, Pabbly Connect webhooks, and just click on send on event. So this will ensure that not just this row, anytime any row is filled in this particular column, it will keep sending on the data. Okay, so how about we make some entry? So what we are going to do here is, this is the form. I'm just going to click on the preview and we are going to make some entry. Okay, so these are the details you have to fill. So let's say a guy called as Tom Cruise is filling in the form. The first name is Tom Cruise. This is the email. The status, I'm keeping it as paid. And this is the phone number of Tom Cruise. Let me just click on submit as Tom Cruise. Okay, so our form is getting submitted. So the idea is that first the data will be entered into Google Sheets. And when the data is entered in Google Sheets, the trigger column will be rigged. And this will make sure that Pabbly Connect will capture the data. So let's have a look first in our Google Sheets. Okay, so give it 1 or 2 seconds. Yes, the data has arrived in Google Sheets. So as you can see, the column E, that is this column, the trigger column has been filled. This means that Pabbly Connect has captured or may or will capture this data because the trigger column has been triggered. So let me just have a look in Pabbly Connect. Okay, so yeah, the data has been captured. So basically we have entered the details, the name as Tom Cruise, the email as tomcruise1234@gmail.com, the status as paid, and this is the phone number. So basically we have got all the details. Now we are going to create a database of Tom Cruise in MySQL. So to do that, let me introduce one more window. Okay, so in the Choose app, how about we make it as MySQL. MySQL it is. Now in the action event, how about we make it as insert a row. Let me just click here, insert a row. Okay, so basically insert a row is an action event. We do have some more action events like get row, update row, delete row, and so on. All of them are a bunch of action events. Now in case if you want more action events according to your choice, all you have to do is just approach Pabbly forums and make a request that you want so and so action event. Okay, so let me just click on connect. So as you can see, we have to fill some fields. The database username, the database password. So obviously you know these things because without them you can't really access your MySQL account. And I have filled my username and I have filled my password. So basically this is my database DB builder. Okay, and this is the associated password with it. Then we are going to fill the host, the database, and the port. So these are the details I have. Now this is something you already know. This is something you already might have got when you created the MySQL account. And this is the database. Let me just enter my database. Okay, so this is the database. I have copied it and I'm going to paste it here. And this is the host URL. So this is the host URL and I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to paste it here. And let me just click on save. Okay, so as you can see, a set of fields has appeared in front of you. The purpose of these fields is very simple. We are going to create a data row in MySQL from the data that we have received from Google Forms via Pabbly Connect. Now, in the table name, it is showing the status. Okay, as the table name, this is because as you can see, we have the tables, that is status, table 1 and table 2. So basically these are all the fields we have and that is why it is being reflected here. Now I'm going to select this particular table, that is status. Now in this field, that is the ID, we are just going to ignore that. This is something that Pabbly Connect will auto generate. And then we have the name. So we are just going to start mapping. So this is the name and we have mapped it. Similarly for the email, we are just going to click here and we are just going to map the email. Then we have the status. So this is the status and we have mapped it. It is paid. Then we have the mobile number. So this is the mobile number. Okay, so let me just scroll down and let me just show you the mobile number, the phone number. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so we have filled it. So all we have to do at this point is just click on save and send test request to send or create a field or a row in MySQL. So let me do that. Okay, so it is showing the API status as success. The data has been inserted. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to refresh my SQL fields. Okay, so let me just refresh this. Okay, so as you can see, we do have the name, that is Tom Cruise. This is the email, this is the status, and this is the mobile number. Excellent. So we have got the data in MySQL. Now, before you leave, let me just explain you the whole mechanism in a nutshell. So let me just minimize this action window, and let me just minimize the trigger window. So basically, this is the whole process. First, you integrated Google Forms to Pabbly Connect, and then you have integrated Pabbly Connect to MySQL. So now there's a perfect flow of data between Google Forms and MySQL. Excellent.